again, you're far too young to remember any of this, but we had what we called the Troubles. And it was almost a civil war that was going on between Catholics and Protestants in Northern Ireland. It was really going on between people who had an allegiance to Britain and people who had an allegiance to the Irish Republic. But there were bombs going off, shootings, fires all the time. And I was living in the midst of this. And I went down to a retreat in a Protestant retreat center, as it so happened. And I heard an Anglican priest speaking about Jesus, and he moved me to tears. And I remember thinking, I want what he has. I've been looking for something all the years, and he has what I'm looking for. So I went up to him and I talked to him, and he seemed to realize intuitively that I was seeking God. And I'm ordained at this stage for 3 years. My head's full of theology, but I knew something was missing. And he offered to pray for me. And what I'd read about in the Cross and the Switchblade when I was in Germany, what I'd seen in the prayer meeting on Easter Sunday in Rome happened to me. And the Spirit just came upon me in power. And the Lord Jesus entered my heart in a new way. And I knew that he was living within me. And I often say to people, up to then, I knew about the person of Jesus. But from then on, I knew him in person. I received many of the gifts of the Spirit at that time. So it was a religious awakening and a kind of a conversion experience, which has had a huge influence on the rest of my life.